The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Sheds a second man. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. 55 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Come on, let's go. Down, 91. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Get in the right room. Get in the right room. Check 9, check 9.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. 8 read. Check. Gone. Check. Hey, exit. 5.
Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Blue draw Corkers. Hey. Get it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Here we go,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dante Fowler came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10.
Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 25. Check 25. Check 25. You're out. Hey, lock it. 3. I want 3. Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And the pressure gets to him again. Nick Bosa bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Hey, Charlie. Shit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Nick Bosa make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded at the 27. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
12. Switch.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 46 yards. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo. Come on, D. Slam. Hard. Check 26.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Jam. Recon, 132 fighter. Go. Mike's 59. You're not ready. Ready.
Back to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Watch the edge. Back.
On 1st down, it's Gurley.
I got you, boy.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
90, Wolf, smooth. You. Right there, 54, right there. Go. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Check. Fresno. He's crashing. Get it.
2nd and 6. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, echo. Check.
They'll set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And to give this time to the tailback. And it fights through one man. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Wait.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Again, he finds an opening. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Silver. Check safety. Let go.
Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike, go.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy ride. rush, and down he goes. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
In all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. On second down, Johnson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Check curls, check curls. Out, 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 out. Check 3, check. Look at me. Go, go. Kill. Hit it.
They'll set up the throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Mike, check. 50. Rock it. Focus, defense, focus. Check nickel. Fair. 52. Check 50. Look, squeeze. Check 13. Watch twist. Ready?
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And the catch made by Johnson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Now. Staying open.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
2nd and 9 now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. Touchdown, 49ers. In for the score. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
Their own 29-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Here we go. 180. Let's go. Rush in. Hey.
Now they try the right side here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Push him back. 12, fellas. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Switch. Greystone, travel. Right there. 54, right there. Hey, Haywood. He's tired of me. Be driven.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, but it's going to be 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Hey, pick your game up. Check 59.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Check, 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 check.
They're going to try and throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
First and 10 at the 33.
Mullins now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, foxtrot. Get it ready.
Back to throw here. He gets this one to Johnson. No gain, and it's second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10.
Six guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, seam 6. 5.
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is third and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Right there, 54.
Hey, exit.
54, Mike.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Get it.
Now back to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's first and 10 from the 12. Looking to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 11. Now a handoff looking right. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there. With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Gold with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On first down, it's Johnson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
H.E. Gator. Mike 5-4. Hey, Zoo. Deep grip. Deep grip.
They'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Out. Check. Crunch. Hey, lock it. Crunch. Leo. Say. Joker. Hey, Sam off. Bang. Look at me. Zipper.
Here's Johnson. A gain of 3, second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Ready?
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
That right now That's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Hey! Fight!
They'll drop the throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. 59 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
60 Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He finds his man Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Yep. Go.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Get in the weight room. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I don't think you got it, son.
Shoot.
They'll set up a throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Here we go. 180.
58 to Mike. I know he ain't got it.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 180.
All day, dog.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Here we go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo looking to throw. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and under pressure again, and down he goes again. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey. Check three. Switch. Yo, Jack five.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Here we go. Black 80! 21. Target. Switch it.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
First down, 49ers.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football,
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for San Francisco, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Check the wrist, man, got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, we need more, tell him we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep the score.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen.